KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula and Ryan Show with producer Eric, Special K, and Sam.
Okay, I think turnabout's fair play, and we do this every Monday after Mother's Day.
If you had a bad Mother's Day and you want to vent it out, in this case, for dads, whether it was bad or good, we want to hear about your Father's Day because Father's Day is so skipped over so many times that some people are like, oh, I don't know, was yesterday Father's Day? We were trying to remind everybody all week, hey, guys, this Sunday's Father's Day. 713-390-KRBE. Juan's up first. Hello, Juan. Good morning. Happy Monday.
Hey, good morning. Happy Monday, guys.
Hi.
Hope you had a great Father's Day, or did you have a bad one?
Absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely horrible.
Thursday morning, yeah,
wonderful.
Wonderful. Went to church with the family, and my son and my son-in-law took me to the shooting range. Got a little pew-pew action after that.
Pew-pew. Pew-pew-pew.
Yeah, and then they got home, and the funny thing is, my wife was like, we're going to take you out for lunch. I was like, no, let's do some grilling,
That was your choice.
Grill, so we did.
Now, did you have to make all the food? To do grilling, that's you making all the food? So you're out there in this crazy heat, or did somebody grilled for you?
I had to grill, I had to grill.
But it was
That's
your
my
choice,
thing.
okay.
But but they all helped. They all pitched in.
Well, that's your
that's
gift.
great.
That's like a gift you can give everybody. As a dad, you want to make everybody happy as a dad, and you want to cook for them. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How many
for
kids do you have,
sure.
Juan? How old are your kids? How many kids do you have?
I have two. I have a daughter that's 27, and my son is 25.
Nice. Adult kids.
Yeah.
That's a whole different game.
You can shoot
Yeah,
guns,
my grandson.
drink beer.
So my grandson gave me a little painted hands that said "the greatest popo."
Oh.
So that was one of the other things.
That's cute.
That's
Well, I'm glad you got it. You had a good Father's Day. Have you ever been skipped over on Father's Day one? It sounds like your family's pretty locked in on knowing the day.
Yeah, they are. Every Father's Day, it's something. It's one thing or the other. It's I love them.
That's great.
I'll
Well,
never
I'm
get
so
passed
glad for
over.
you.
Good for
Sounds
you,
like a
man.
great day. Well, happy Father's Day, sir. You have a great week ahead, and thanks for listening to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Absolutely, guys. Have a good one.
Take
All
care.
right, take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
713-390-KRBE. Whether you had a bad Father's Day or a good Father's Day, some people just, I don't know.
I just love being around the
Goes either
family. It's fun. Like I don't care about presents and stuff. It's nice
Yeah.
to get stuff, and I like the cards. I like reading.
Something
I should have brought the
sentimental.
cards in, but my daughter said like she's like, I like to. You tell me about all those stories where you screwed up when you were a teenager and did stupid things. Because it makes me feel better about myself or something. Because like when she does something, I'm like, honey,
You're like,
that's
that's
no big deal.
relatable.
I've done no.
You know
believe
what
me,
I did?
I'm a loser.
Driving home one time
I
on the
screwed up.
farm.
Yeah, I screwed up a lot of times.
Aw.
I tried to, we tried out one of these gifts from Amazonia that it's one of those TikTok, is this going to break soon gifts I got my husband.
Yeah, what was it?
He always has these terrible knots right at the top of his shoulder blades where
is
his
it
neck
the-
is. And you wear this thing, it's like a massager for the back of your neck, and it comes down over your shoulders, and you could put your hands in it to hold it, kind of rest, or you just kind of crisscross it, and it's supposed to be real deep tissue.
Okay.
It doesn't go faster or slower. It just has 3 different kinds of massage, right? And I was like, this might be total crap trash.
It might
because
be.
that box was unrecognizable when it came. Y'all, I had it sitting.
Different language. You're like, I don't know what
Yes,
this
different
is.
language. The kids had it sitting in their little study nook. Like basically in the kitchen. And he was
Right,
walking right by. I
right.
didn't even know that's for him because the box is so crazy. So we're like, yay, let's open Daddy's gift. Let's see how many days we have. So TikTok, the clock is ticking now. How many days before this
Did he
thing
try
kills
it?
us? He tried it. And it
And?
was really like hurting him where he had actually dropped an SH bomb.
Oh.
He's
Oh,
like,
my God.
oh, jeez. Because it really got exactly to the knot where he's
Nice.
hurting. So let's hope it works.
Get him,
His
if that
face-
doesn't really, get him a Theragun.
We
Those-
have one, but somebody has to actually do that to you.
Those
It's not
are
the same if you're
worth
doing it to
every
yourself.
single penny.
Or just get a lacrosse
nice.
ball
Yeah, and then go up against the wall.
and then just work it.
Yeah, that's not the same.
That's only $4.
Misty always wants the ball then. And you
So-
can't do it at my
wait,
house.
Ryan,
let's
how
take-
was your
we want to take one more
Father's Day?
call, and then we're going to get to, because I know if we get to you, we're not going to stop.
Phil, happy belated
People-
Father's Day, Phil. Good morning. How many kids do you have?
Good morning. I have 2. I have a 21-year-old, and then I have a 3-year-old.
Oh, wow. Well, that's quite
okay.
the
You had a
swing.
starter marriage, and then a second marriage.
Oh, my God, Eric.
That's what I did.
Oh, my God, stop.
Is that the case?
Second marriage.
See?
21-year-old I
Okay.
raised by myself, and then now my 3-year-old I split custody with my ex-wife.
Okay.
So
there you
now,
go.
how was your Father's Day?
It was awesome. I hung out with my dad and my brother and my 21-year-old son and my grandchildren. I have a 1-year-old granddaughter and a 3-month-old grandson.
Whoa, that's Irish twins right there.
Yeah.
Irish grandkid twins. Well, I'm glad you had a good day. Nobody forgot you. They didn't need to be reminded, hey, today's about Dad. Sounds like it was an all-star.
What's it feel like to be a grandpa? Like, I always hear, like, when I talk to grandpas, they said, you can't explain it, but that kid, that grandchild is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's exactly that. It's so different. You know, it's one of those really awesome feelings that you cannot explain. And then when you're a grandpa and you also have a 3-year-old, you know, watching them grow up together, you know, makes it such a wonderful feeling. And you know, just seeing them play with each other, run around. You know, now you have your granddaughter and you have your son. You know, so you have uncle and niece. You know, hanging out with each other. It's so different and such an awe feeling.
It's pretty
That's
cool.
great. Yeah, it's like your second child, but less.
Like, I want
less
that to happen, but not
scary.
for 20 years.
Yeah.
20?
Maybe a little later.
I'm in no hurry for that.
But you have a son
yeah.
who's, yeah.
Yeah, your son could
Yeah.
actually
I'm
get
stupid with
married
the
and
girls,
make you a
though.
grandpa pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, but
Ryan has a daughter
he's
who could make him a
25,
grandpa tomorrow if,
Yeah.
if she wanted to.
Better not.
No.
Better not.
Oh, you wouldn't know what happened. Tell everybody what happened to you.
Or it didn't happen to you.
I got a 3-word text yesterday.
What time?
Was it bad
It
words?
was late afternoon.
At least
Or the worst.
Early evening.
Well, I mean, she's in California time, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
maybe noon, 11. That'd be 9. Or-
She woke up at noon her
Happy
time?
Father's Day.
What
That was
time?
it.
What time?
Wait, no love heart
Look
thing?
at the timestamp.
Let's see. Hang on.
And what about the card that you
That
got
was at 4 in the afternoon.
in the mail?
2 p.m. her time.
Like the,
Oh, yeah, you got a card.
the
No.
physical card.
No.
Why, you sent your dad a card, Kevin?
And my brother.
Ooh.
What? And I sent him gifts.
Good job.
Well, okay.
Jeez. Do I need to send Mike something?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Uh-oh, Patsy.
Yeah. So, what,
So
did
you
you
call
respond?
her, or did she call you at all on the phone?
My response, thanks.
I would have been KK.
Thanks. That was it.
Or like
But,
double
you
tap
know,
it.
Just K.
I mean, honestly, it's like I can't complain. Like, I was in kind
Yeah,
of
you
a-
can complain.
I was
you
in
can
kind of
complain. It's a
sad
safe
mood.
space.
My-
Complain.
My fiance cheered me up, you know.
I know, but still-
Took me out and got
That's
me
BS,
stuff,
though. I mean, you've
so,
done everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was disappointing. But, I mean, like I say,
That's
there-
one thing that people can't take away from you, man. You've been a great, amazing dad to your daughter.
I also remember what it's like to be that age and to be caught up in my own world.
That's true.
And forgetting things.
No,
and they didn't
Ryan,
even have,
you're
like,
making excuses
you should
for her.
still-
That's
yeah,
ridiculous.
you are. No, when I was 25, I 100% called my dad on Father's Day.
Absolutely.
That was
Sometimes
a
you're in that
God.
world, but you would at least called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Especially if she's got that credit card of yours that she keeps compromising.
But if you go to my Instagram, though, I mean, I was thinking about, like, to all the people that have lost a father, how difficult it is for them. So go to @Radio Ryan Chase. I had a little message for people
No, you had a great message. That's why I'm like,
that have no longer have their dads with them. They can't. And every, Roula doesn't have her dad. Eric doesn't have her dad. Or Eric doesn't have his dad.
We're in the sad dad club.
I don't have my dad. So I just posted a little something, hopefully, to cheer those people up.
yeah.
Because for a lot of people, if it was your first Father's Day that your dad's especially
And that's
hard.
what that post was about. I said,
And-
if this is your first Father's Day, this is my 20th occasion where I could not say
Reach out to your dad.
Happy Father's Day.
And I also feel like if you lost your father, like in the last 2 months, this Father's Day did not hit you yet like next Father's Day is going to hit you. Because I feel like the shock of losing a parent right before a big holiday, you almost don't realize how much harder it's going to hit you the next one. When you've had time to kind of, quote, get used to it, which you never get used to it, but you, quote, get used to the fact they're not here. The shock of it is still, like, my dad died 2 days before Thanksgiving. So that Thanksgiving, we were still in the shock of dad just passed away. It was the next Thanksgiving
That's because it's too close.
that hit me like like an anvil, like a cartoon
Especially
coyote.
if it's a holiday that's really special. That
Right, they love something.
You have
they're
fantastic
into.
memories about that. But I
I
think
think it
that's
hits every time.
That's what you do.
Like my
when,
mom, it's
never should stop. Mm-hmm. It shows how much you love them.
No. You've got to remember that, like focus on that one special memory that you have with that person and just think about that. And that'll get you through the day.
I hope you guys.
Let's remember that for her birthday.
Right.
Happy birthday.
HBD. Just send her HBD.
HBD, yeah.
Oh, you wanted a gift?
At 9 p.m. HBD.
HBD.
Yeah, just write HBD at 9 p.m. and see if she calls you
That's what I
out.
told my son because his birthday's Saturday. I'm like, you're going to be 26. Do I have to give you presents still? I mean, there's a point that you
Kevin's
I
like,
have to
yes.
stop, right?
Mom gave
He's
me a
like-
boat. Kevin got a boat when he was 26.
I said, you want cash or a
I've seen
gift? He
your-
said,
I've seen your house. You're getting me a present.
I told him,
cash.
you want cash or a gift? He said, oh, either or. I go, okay, I'm going to get you these golf clubs. He goes, I'll take cash.
Yeah.
This is a golf.
So
I just
here's
said that to be a jerk.
$5 for the golf clubs. You can sell the golf clubs for more than $5.
Yeah. Nah, good morning. I'll give him some
Okay,
cash.
well, go to the listener line, guys, if you want to vent out about maybe a not so great Father's Day. 713-278-VENT. Thank you for calling.
Boy, that sucks.
We're so glad if you did have a good Father's Day, but Ryan's missed out.
Nah, I've got no complaints. I mean,
You
there's
should.
a lot
We're
of
telling
great
you, you
things.
should.
Like I
You
said,
should.
I mean, fiance cheered me up. So.
If she hears the podcast, she'll be like, how come everybody's stirring the pot, Dad? Well, we're just letting you know, honey.
Yeah, it's not
you,
cool.
You should have called your dad yesterday. All right, coming up next, Roula and Ryan's Roses. Nicole and Adam, what the heck is with this kissy face emoji text he got from a number that wasn't a contact that was saved in his phone?
He got more attention than you did for Father's Day.
We're going to get an update.
Hell.
And we'll recap in case you missed it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Time for a Roula and Ryan's Roses update.
We're going to do this on the air.
104.1 KRBE.
All right, parental discretion is advised. Last Thursday on Roland Ryan's Roses, Nicole was freaked out because Adam was in an accident. They brought his phone out to her, and she sees these texts binging, bing, 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 and there's a kissy face emoji as one of the texts.
But it wasn't from a saved number. It wasn't in his contacts. It just showed the number.
And the next day, she's like, I want to see the phone. And he's like, okay. And there's no text thread with that kissy face emoji.
So she came to us originally because of that. And then his explanation didn't add up for a lot of people. But they did want to try and work it out. We're going to pick it up from last Thursday where you hear how this plays out when we call him to offer him red roses, and then we'll stand by because in a couple minutes we're going to have them
Well,
both
he knew
on.
right off the bat that it was you. So Nicole starts us off just telling him why we're doing this.
Well, Adam, you know why I'm here, obviously, so I need some answers to these questions.
I cut it off before I even got anywhere.
You cut what off?
This girl from work, and she just gave me her number, and I shut it off, and this whole accident just really made me appreciate you that much more,
Look, there is no way that somebody's just sending you this text with that emoji out of nowhere. I mean, it's obviously something you were flirting with somebody, or I don't know what the deal was, but
her number wasn't even saved in my phone. Her number wasn't even on my phone. It wasn't even
you
a
were probably
name.
trying to be
So
sneaky.
it obviously, it wasn't important, obviously.
Then why did you delete it?
Just because I didn't want it to be a big deal, and I shut it down from the start, you know what I mean? And so.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't
saying-
know what you mean.
So you're saying to Nicole that there's a woman at your job that has your cell phone number that is trying to get with you, flirt with you, press you to have a date, and she sent you this emoji blowing a kiss, and you have not responded, not reciprocated anything, nothing has happened with you guys.
No, I told her that I've been in a long-term relationship, and I told her, this whole experience actually just showed me how much more I appreciate you. Okay, Nicole, and how much I actually want to marry you.
No, that just feels like bullshit to me.
She doesn't know if you did or didn't respond because she never got the chance because you deleted the text.
Exactly.
She was already worried about me. I didn't want her, worrying about this situation either.
Hey, what's your name?
Jessica.
So what are you thinking, Nicole?
Well, I've seen Jessica, and I don't really love that. I can kind of understand if you truly thought it was nothing and you were just trying to, shut it down and brush it away. But my biggest issue is that you didn't tell me about it. I mean, that's the huge problem with the trust factor.
What is Adam doing at work to make Jessica think that emoji is welcome?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I ain't doing nothing.
Men will
Nothing.
throw a woman the most ridiculous, disgusting, explicit text to strangers they don't even know. I've been airdropped at the gate of an airport before getting on a plane.
You
Airdropped.
accepted it?
I did not accept
You
it,
just
but the
see the
guy kept
photo.
trying to airdrop me.
Did you see the photo, though?
Because you men do that. Y'all
But
just
women
run
don't
up
just
on
come
us
out
like
of
that.
the blue and send those kind of emojis
Right.
unless somebody has given them the go-ahead to do so.
So I'm just saying, whatever y'all
You guys got a lot to
to think about.
discuss this weekend, okay? So, good luck
Good luck
with
with
that.
that.
And can we check back with you on Monday, Nicole?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. And surprisingly, Roula.
Well, because Adam was so adamant.
We have
that it's
both of
not,
them.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Here's the other thing people were pointing out. How did the girl that sent the emoji know he was in a wreck? Did she know he was in a wreck? People had all these questions about them. Well, or was it just a random emoji timing? There were just too many questions, but Adam was adamant that there was no funny business, so they are both on to tell us how their weekend went. Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning.
How's it going?
It's going okay. Why don't we
How's
let,
it going with you guys? I want to find
Why
out.
don't we let Nicole start this, since she's the one that first came to us. So, Nicole, how are things going?
They're pretty good. We took the weekend to really talk through everything, and, he was much more upfront and open about the entire situation. And then we almost got derailed a little bit because Jessica did text him again over the weekend. So I saw that come in right in front of my face. It still was far too flirty for my liking and
Oh, you
comfort.
read the text?
Well, we were literally sitting next to each other and it came in and I was like, what?
Yeah.
You need to show me this at this point. You know what I mean? We're at that point of make or break.
But I ended up shutting it down. She told me she wanted some more trust and communication. So I actually ended up calling Jessica and just shutting it down right there on speakerphone.
Oh, with
Speakerphone,
with
wow.
Nicole in the room.
Yeah, I thought, that'd be the best thing, just to give her some peace of mind.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Why didn't
okay.
you lead with that? You talked to the other woman.
Rula,
Jessica.
had a good point about you might have been putting things out there, flirting or something.
That made
Women
Jessica
just don't
feel
come out of the woodwork and do that.
to send you that
Especially for us
emoji.
uggos.
Are you an uggo?
Are you an uggo like us?
What do you
Completely not.
What do you say about that?
No.
What was Jessica's reaction when you shut this down in front of Nicole on speakerphone?
She was a little taken aback because apparently she thought I was giving her signs. But, have you seen that new show, Baby Reindeer? What can I do, right? Just being nice to someone, you could take those signs. So
You're trying to say Jessica is your Martha.
yeah, something like that.
Okay, so this is just one of those cases of, I guess, I don't know what the word is, like when somebody is feeling something that's not actually being put out there. That's what you're saying is Jessica's doing.
Yeah, maybe a little infatuation was there, yeah.
Do you work closely with Jessica? Like, how often do y'all see each other? This is very awkward now, I'm sure, at work.
More so because I was sick, she would try to bring me, certain things like soup and things like that. So it got a little awkward.
I would not eat the food that Jessica is making from here on out.
Yeah, from now on.
yeah,
not.
it's going to be poison.
Got some
I would
muffins
not.
for you.
Okay, so what you're telling us is you guys are on track. You guys together.
Communication is key, guys.
No more deleting.
Yeah.
And you're continuing on with your relationship. Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, that's
you guys.
haven't had one of those in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, mark the calendar.
And Adam wanted to be on for the update. So, hey, kudos to you. Okay, guys. Well, good news for you guys. We wish you the best of luck. Thanks so much for listening to our show.
Thank you. We really
right, thanks.
appreciate it.
All right, honey. Take care. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, that was a smart move coming on with her.
The baby reindeer.
The baby reindeer reference.
Oh, look at the reindeer.
And now she's like suing Netflix and suing this guy.
The lady from Baby Reindeer,
The
not
real
Jessica.
Martha.
That's like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all hearsay. That's ridiculous. Who's going to buy that? You could say you're suing somebody. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, how's she going to take on?
I'm going to sue you.
The pockets
okay,
of Netflix.
you are going to sue. Did you actually? Let's see what
And what
she
lawyer
says.
will take it? The lawyer's like, okay.
I mean,
Well, there's
give me a retainer.
74,000 emails, texts, and messages here combined. So I don't really know how you're going to talk your way out of this one, lady.
she was on that
Lady.
Piers Morgan show, and he was catching her in lie after lie after lie.
Yeah.
And if you follow the
He's not a
real
lawyer?
Yeah, if you follow the real Martha, I forget what her name is. It's like they're not exaggerating. Like, look at all the grammatical mistakes, like all the
real person?
misspellings and everything. If you saw Baby Reindeer, that's part of the thing. Like, she would take the time to write "sent from my iPhone." She didn't have an iPhone, and she'd write "sent from my iPhone," but it would have like 2 P's in phone. Like, she misspelled everything in that.
I still haven't seen Baby Reindeer.
Oh,
I have
it's
no
good,
interest,
Rolla.
but I know it's about a stalker lady who has
Well,
a
it's so much
Scottish
more
accent.
than that, though, because then it kind of dives into what made him accept all that
Instead,
stuff.
just watch House of Dragons.
You know, if they had
Come
come
join
out
me,
with this
Roula.
show in November, Eric, we'd all be looking at stories of people are trying to adopt baby reindeers because they're so cute for the holidays.
I know when you hear Baby Reindeer,
Like baby chicks and baby bunnies.
Like, I knew nothing about it going into that, and I was like, whoa.
sometimes that's the best.
Yeah, it was it's good.
If you want to be on Rule and Ryan's Roses, go to krbe.com. We do this every Thursday morning after 7 o'clock. And maybe if you are Jessica listening in on that and you have a different perspective of what's actually happening with Adam, Did he invite your texts?
Oh, you're trying to. They
call
got
us
it all worked out. You're trying to stir it
713.
back up.
278 vent. Just saying, there's.
This texter, men are dumb. That's all.
You just now realizing that?
Wow. What else?
I mean, I still have
BS.
to.
No.
Oh, people aren't buying it.
I roll. Whatever. Don't believe it.
Somebody wants to know if there's an update to since the last 20 minutes of maybe Ryan's daughter texting him something more than HFD. Happy Father's
Day.
Just F you.
No, but at some point, I've got to tell you guys something amazing that happened over the weekend. So
With your daughter sending you a giant gift?
No.
okay.
Stop
So
rubbing
not a
salt in a wound. Stop.
Sometimes you just gotta laugh.
A listener,
It hurts too much.
It's so
Right.
pathetic that I've got to laugh about it.
I think a listener made a good point, and I don't know if you asked her for permission to move on. You know, you wouldn't
Move on.
Ryan has moved on in his life, and now he's a fiance. Did you?
Oh, you are a stirrer of stuff.
I'm just saying, like maybe she's upset. Like
No, not at
I'm still
all.
mad at you because you didn't ask me to marry your new.
No, I think
New lady.
what really
It's true.
Your lady.
Some people get that way.
I was the leading lady in your life.
what
Like, I like my
happened
stepmom. My
was-
stepmom was awful. Not
No,
saying yours
she-
is, but I'm just saying I could
no.
see that could be something. Where
That's
people-
not it. No, she's going out to dinner with
Coming
Jess.
up
She's
next, we're
got
going to
no problem.
psychologically dive into Ryan's private life.
The real
Deep
problem,
dive on this?
Kevin, you love to do a deep dive. The real problem is that I talked about her relationship on the air, and then another family member went ahead and said, your dad's been talking about that on the air. It got back to Faith, and I think she was a little unhappy about that.
That makes complete
That was
sense.
months ago.
No, you,
Yeah.
some
That's
people
holding a grudge.
You paid her off since then.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Buy her a new car or something.
You know what? You should.
just some new role. She's in a new movie he paid for.
Oh, which, by the
Just
way,
put her in the movie.
By the way, I'm so proud of her. By the way, she just got cast in her first movie, so she's actually going to be in.
Don't say what the movie is,
No.
'cause-
I don't.
my
I don't want to
goodness.
divulge, but
Might not be her movie anymore. if you mention it.
she's been working out there in L.A. She's been doing a lot of theater, but now she just got cast in her first movie. So I'm like, I'm proud of her.
Well, hopefully it's not with Army Hammer, who is in Scoop next.
Oh,
Because
God,
it's been
no.
3 years since he was accused of being a cannibal. And he has words about that.
That guy.
Scoop's next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
I'm pleased to introduce Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
All right, my friends, it has been 3 years since Army Hammer was accused of sexual abuse, assault, and cannibalism by not one person that dated him, many ladies who dated him. And he was reflecting once more on a podcast, Tyler Ramsey's Painful Lessons podcast, where the host asked him to talk about how he got through essentially losing everything in the wake of that scandal. Because after that came out, everyone dropped him. They're like, okay, we don't need any part of this weirdness.
Look,
this
I
is
mean,
just
there
too much.
There are many people that maybe we've been quick to cancel, but this guy's not one of them. Watch the documentary House of Hammer. First of all, you watch that documentary and you realize that the whole family's messed up.
It's
But-
about the family history of violent men in the Hammer family.
And-
That was back in 2022. I have not seen it.
I
but-
watched that and I was like, this guy needs to be canceled. This Army Hammer is a bad man.
Well, he
Like,
called the
bad.
allegations bullcrap at the time. He was dropped by his agency and various TV and film projects, including the 2022 Shotgun Wedding romantic comedy and the Godfather series, The Offer. He said the most attention-grabbing accusation, of course, was the cannibalism. And here's what he said in the podcast about being called that.
There were things that people were saying about me that just felt so outlandish. Cannibal. Yeah, that I was a cannibal. It's now I'm able to sort of look at it with a sense of distance and perspective and be like, that's hilarious. Like, people called me a cannibal and everyone believed them. They're like, yep, that guy ate people. And you're just like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Do you know what you have to do to be a cannibal? You have to eat people. Like, how am I going to be a cannibal? Like, it was bizarre.
Not as
what was
bizarre as his
bizarre
text.
is the details of what the girls that he dated said. He would say to them in person and say to them in text, and like at some point he had like drawn blood when he was trying to like
he
nibble on
bit
them and
people.
stuff and biting them. It's like it was very just too much.
Doesn't make you.
It was just too
You're more
much.
of a vampire then, not a cannibal.
Oh, no. If you watch this documentary, he goes into great detail about how he wants to consume them. So what he's saying right now, I mean, watch the documentary. I know, Eric.
He said he's grateful for everything he's gone through since
I
that.
don't trust documentaries.
You and I were talking during the song.
Like everything is an agenda.
Yeah, that
one
you
way.
could skew anything.
You can make anybody
through
look good
editing.
Yeah.
But when you see this and you see just all the damning evidence, like, I mean, his texts, all the things that he's saying, and it's really
Well,
disturbing.
Armie Hammer acknowledges that his Hollywood career is, in his own words, quote, nowhere now. He does plan to write a screenplay to create his own sandbox so that he has his own platform.
He owes me an apology for that Lone Ranger crap.
Oh, that was the worst piece of crap.
That was bad.
That was so bad.
Johnny Depp played Tonto. It's
They
like,
made the movie more about Tonto than they did the Lone Ranger, and they made the Lone
how did he
Ranger
get
like
away
a
with that? Why would he play
bumbling
Tonto?
idiot.
That was stupid.
Speaking of movies, the Inside Out 2 movie had a massive weekend, $155 million domestically, over $250 million globally. It is a huge hit, but it does not include Mindy Kaling and Bill Hader. We were talking about this last hour because I have not seen it yet, but the original Inside Out came out 9 years ago. Amy Poehler plays plays joy. Then there's sadness. Then there's fear. Then there's disgust. Then there's anger. And Mindy Kaling was disgust, and Bill Hader was fear. They have been replaced by Tony Hale, who was Forky in Toy Story 4. He's also in Veep, of course.
Veep, yep.
And
Arrested Development.
Liza Lapira replaced Mindy Kaling, and this, I guess I missed the story when it was originally being negotiated, because I feel like for the massive amounts of money Pixar makes off these movies, even $5 million for the lead is nothing. That's peanuts, because they've already made $265 million in 4 days. This movie's going to be $1 billion movie.
So what they do? They got
$5
a
million
sound-alike actor?
Well, Tony Hale is
another actor
fear.
to do
It's
it.
another actors.
Okay.
So $5 million for Amy Poehler, that sounds like a good amount of money, but look at the money this movie is making. Should she have gone for more? But it's even more pathetic that they only offered Mindy Kaling and Bill Hader, who are legit actors in their own right and good names, $100,000 for that.
What? That's it?
Mindy Kaling, they said that Disney upped it, but they could not secure her casting. And so Mindy Kaling at the time told The Wrap that she had a great time working on the original Pixar movie, and she will not be returning for the second one, but she's giving them best wishes, saying it's going to be great. Liza Lapira was on NCIS. I don't know. I don't watch that show a lot, but she's the one that has now replaced Mindy as Disgust. Disgust. And I feel like I'm saying the word, I've discussed this with you. But I'm talking about the emotion
like,
disgust.
I'm disgusted.
I'm
Like,
disgusted.
Disgusting.
Yeah, and I guess they got less than 100,000 then.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If Mindy Kaling couldn't get them to.
Well, they probably gave them 200. That's how screwy Hollywood is. It's like, huh? That doesn't make sense.
Anyway,
Stupid.
my kids are going to go see that today.
But they just proved
so we'll
that.
see.
I mean, look at the movie did well. It didn't matter if Bill Hader was in it. But if Amy Poehler was not in it, people would be like, this is not.
Doesn't
like,
make sense.
Aladdin 2.
Yes, Aladdin 2 is not Robin Williams. It is a sound-alike of Robin Williams.
It was Dan Castellaneta,
Yeah, it's
the guy
terrible.
who played Homer Simpson.
And then what's another one that's very famous? They didn't. Was it Lion King 2.5?
It was straight to video.
Lion King 2.5, I think, also was. Anyway, and if you went to see George Strait in College Station, you are now part of the audience. That is the record-breaking, ticket-holding concert in the history of concerts in America.
Cool.
As over 110,000 people stormed into Kyle Field to have a great night with George Strait.
That is crazy. 110,905 people.
And they've had 2 weekends in a row. The weekend before that, it was Brazil versus Mexico.
Oh, that's right.
So, football.
Football.
And now George Strait. What do they have this week?
I guess
What
nothing.
are they doing?
What have you done for me lately?
Come on. Keep it going. 3 in a row.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
Let's stay on the movie topic here. The Houston Chronicle just ranked the best movie theaters in H-Town for dinner and a movie. So let's come in at number 5, Real Luxury Cinemas in the Woodlands. Number 4 is the Studio Movie Grill right there in City Center. Number 3 is Star Cinema Grill in Richmond. Number 2 is Cineopolis. I can't say that. Cineopolis Luxury Cinemas. That's on I-45. Cineopolis between 45 and 249. And the number 1 is the Alamo Draft House in La Centera. Now, I would think, have you guys been to the Marquis Center recently?
No.
Nope.
I saw a movie there recently, and I was like, "Whoa, they have really upped their game." Like
Did
when
you
I
see
went
one
in
in
there,
like 4D or something?
yeah,
Is that the
amazing.
Regal
This is really good.
Y'all,
Really good.
I saw this movie in 4D. I saw Bad Boys Ride or Die in 4D, and we're in the chairs, and the chairs are like roller coasters. You're moving like in a car chase. You're moving all like up and down like a roller coaster. And
That'd be fun to take grandparents that don't know about it.
Yeah, they're
Oh
shooting.
my gosh,
they're
Eric.
shooting bullets,
That is
and you
messed
feel
up.
the pew, pew going by your head. There's air
whizzing by.
blasters. And, oh yeah, and then they go through a big storm and. Water's misting you in the face.
Man,
and
you go see that.
it is so crazy.
Twister's
you
just
gotta check it
coming
out.
out. Oh, that'd
In
be
40?
good. In
Yeah,
one.
that would be good. In there.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
triggering.
You'd
If
be
anybody's
come
actually
out
been to
soaking
that.
wet.
Yeah, no.
No, it's like a mist, but I mean,
Yeah, but if it's tornadoes, it's going to be.
Oh,
you never
know.
know.
Also,
Nonstop.
Ryan, they have a VIP area. If you could afford the extra cost, I think it was like $30.
It's worth it because you get all the
What's the
free
VIP
popcorn.
area?
You get
it's
your
awesome.
own bar, unlimited popcorn, unlimited ices, unlimited drinks, and it's self-serve, so you don't have
Yeah.
to wait in line
That's
or
cool.
nothing like that.
Well,
It's
it's your own
definitely
bar.
worth it.
It's inside
Yeah,
the
it's
theater.
their own
Armand?
bar. Yeah.
It's inside the theater. So
Yeah.
I did this one
So
time.
it's $30 to do that, but you can't get free drinks, right? You got to buy the drinks.
No,
No,
you
you
don't
gotta
get
buy
free
the drinks.
alcohol.
Yeah,
you don't
you
get
gotta buy
you don't
the
get free
drinks.
alcohol, but all the free sodas and waters or anything else you want.
You can be like
and
Special
all
K
the
with
free
his airplane
popcorn.
bottles.
That's true. I was bringing airplane bottles, mix it with their free drinks.
Well, I mean, think about it though. If you go to the movies and you order a tub of popcorn right there, like
$46.
You're ahead.
pretty much.
You just
I
made
mean,
money.
Yeah. So Ahmad, you're so right though. The VIP,
Yes, it's
is
worth the
it.
extra money, definitely.
Do all the Regal theaters have that? Because there's that one that used to be called Santikos off the Grand Parkway. Now I think that's a Regal, but it has those giant Greek columns. Do you remember this?
Oh, yeah.
We got this huge press release for it, and his big invitation was years ago, and it was called Santikos.
by Gallery
But now I
Furniture
think
out
it's
there?
between there's like an
that's where I got
exclusive
my
furniture
bed.
on one side, there's a gallery on the other, and it's this giant Greek column structure.
It's huge.
That's a movie theater. I think it's a Regal now, but it started out as it's called Santikos. I remember when they started.
I think it's big. I'm like, damn.
I wonder if they have that VIP drinky area with the free popcorn.
Need like a golf cart to get around.
That's true. All right, coming up next, we're going to go around the table.
You gonna do your story, Ryan?
Yes.
He's going to do the story
I actually do. I want to talk about
all
this
day.
real
He's been-
quick.
Eric, can we do this story? I'm
No,
like, now's your chance.
I think it's one of these moments where you're like, whoa, I was meant to be here. This absolutely, it's like through a circumstance of just like you didn't count on it. But wow, when it happens, you realize I was meant to be in this place at this time. It's one of those things.
This is madness.
We're next on the Roula and Ryan Show.